Ladies and gents, we've tried goal machine tactics before. They haven't always worked. This one could be different. Let's check it out. So this is a 4-1-3-2 goal machine tactic. You can see it's very similar in terms of the just physical structure of the lower league destroyer tactic that we tried a couple times ago. So we'll have to see in just a minute how this actually did with our three Premier League teams. But as you can see, starting out with a sweeper keeper in support, inverted wingbacks on the left and the right in attack, ball playing defenders centrally in defend, a roaming playmaker in support. We haven't seen a lot of those. Wingers on support on both sides, a shadow striker in attack centrally, and then above him, the advanced forward in attack on both sides. This is a custom tactical style, positive mentality. In possession, attacking width is fairly wide, play out of defense, tempo is higher, passing directness slightly shorter, low crosses, and work the ball in the box. In transition, counter press, counter, and roll it out. And then out of possession, high press line of engagement, standard defensive line, which we've seen a lot of lately. It's interesting to see how many tactics are actually using this type of defensive shape. But trigger press much more often, prevent short goalkeeper distributions, and step up more. As for how our three teams did in the league, as you can see, Tottenham did a fantastic job, 81 points. Liverpool and Manchester United at 76 and 78. There you go. Newcastle in 5th with 71. Wolves at 51 points in 11th place. I have to say, Tottenham doing a very good job. Probably, it's definitely on the higher side of their average. Average is probably in the 60s, low 60s or thereabout, maybe mid 60s. But 81 points is fantastic for them. Newcastle at 71 is definitely on the higher side of average. Wolves 51, it's about where we've seen them in the past. Tottenham league-wise, as you can see, one loss to Man City, 1-3, but everything else just fantastic up until this Wolves 2-5 loss, and then 1-4 loss to Chelsea, and those are the only three losses in the first half of the season. They do lose out immediately after the World Cup, EFL Cup 4th round, 2-5 to Aston Villa, but their run just continues. 4-5 loss to Man City, 1-3 to Chelsea. Again, Champions League they go through, but they lose to Liverpool in the end, 3-4. Champions League final, Liverpool win out. But where is their FA Cup? Did they? That 1-3 Chelsea loss was an FA Cup semifinal, so they do make it pretty far in at least two competitions. Very well done, and second in the league. Once a bridesmaid, never a bride. But but they're so close they can almost taste it. Newcastle schedule starting out not great with a 0-2 loss against Liverpool. However, a fantastic run right there up until that 0-1 against Aston Villa. You do have a series of 3 right here, which aren't great. 4-all against Tottenham. Wow. Continuing the EFL Cup until Man City 3-6, just drubbing in the 4th round. FA Cup 3rd round against, is it Gillingham or Gillingham? Either way, you kick the crap out of them against Shrewsbury. FA Cup 5th round, you continue on. You lose out to Chelsea, though, 1-5 in the quarters. And then, the second half of the season is a lot of nice greens, but still somewhat spotty. And then Wolves having a nice run here, Nottingham Forest all the way down to Tottenham 5-2 win. But you do have just a big old smattering of red in there, a couple of yellows here and there. Do you lose out EFL Cup 3rd round, 1-4 against Newcastle? And then FA Cup, where are you losing out? Wow, you get to the FA Cup final against Chelsea and you lose 1-0. We've gotten so close in so many different cup competitions and trophies with these three teams that you just miss out, but just pipped at the last second. Transfer-wise for Tottenham, no one, we've already seen all before. No one really out, so that's pretty easy. Newcastle same, we've seen these before. You've seen pretty much Miguel Almiron to Liverpool for 53 million. That's a massive one. And Wolves spending big, quote unquote big, 3.9 up to 4.7 million on Giovanni Cabral from Sporting. And then outs, the same as always. So I'm going to try something new with the Data Hub. I'm going to show all three teams at the same time. And as you can see, pretty much, although they were extremely shaky in defense, they were actually very good in attack. You can see all three teams doing very well in these attacking roles. A lot for Tottenham in the uppers, probably almost tops in the league. Defensively, though, you can see some strong woes for Wolves. Okay-ish for both Newcastle and Tottenham, but there's still a lot of gray there that they really need to have brought up. Newcastle, though, however, also doing a fantastic job in the attacking side as well. Premier League stats wise, Tottenham 109 goals, topping the leagues over Manchester City. Newcastle with 100, Wolves with 72. A fantastic attacking showing from all three teams. Few shots against, though. Defensively, yeah, not probably all the best. Most possessions in there. Newcastle and the Wolves with most dribbles. Most shutouts, 9. No team. Tackles, nobody. Most shots for, there you go. All three teams are in there. Most points per game, as you would expect. Tottenham in second, Newcastle in fifth, as they ended up in the league anyway. Most goals, Alexander Isak with 25, Kane with 22, Kulusevski with 20. We haven't seen that much. Son with 20. Most assists, Willock, Danjuma, Trippier, Mora, Nunez, Kane. I mean, they're all in here with a good number, 12 to 14. Player of the Match awards, Isak with 8, Raul Jimenez with 5. Wolves really spreading it out. Again, dribbling and all that, nothing. Fewest conceded, though, Livakovic with 28, and then Hugo Lloris with 31. Most shutouts, nobody. Tackles, one, nobody. Key passes, Trippier and Neto in there. Most shots, Isak. No, Kane and Son are not in there. In all competitions, Son with 36 goals, absolutely insane, as is Harry Kane's highest average rating of 7.65. Most assists, 25. I mean, Tottenham at second place. You'd expect these numbers to be higher, but man, these are fantastic numbers for this team who have not seen these numbers at all in these tactic talks as far as I can tell. Harry Kane with 10 Player of the Match awards. Fantastic job. Alexander Isak of Newcastle, 33 goals. Definitely one of his highest. I'm not sure if it's the highest we've seen, but 7.75 highest average rating. Wow. Kieran Trippier and Joe Willock, 16 assists apiece. And then Isak with 10 Player of the Match awards. Wolves, Mateus Cunha, 24 goals. Definitely on the higher side for him. Raul Jimenez, 7.32 average rating. Nunez with 16 assists. And then Jimenez with 7 Player of the Match awards. I mean, overall, I have to say, this tactic did fantastic job with both Tottenham and Newcastle. Definitely one to take a look at, but obviously defensively you're going to have some serious issues. I do wonder how many goals Manchester United or Man City and Liverpool would have. I might actually try this tactic with those three teams, City, United, and Liverpool, and just see how they do, because I can see goals galore, but also leaking a whole ton in. So, but anyway, that is it for the 4-1-3-2 goals galore tactic. I am Stephanie FM for the Football Manager blog channel saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.